How's your roster look for tomorrow, Coach?
Very, very, very similar to the one last game. Yeah, I think right now it's looking like that. Yeah, got a few guys that are starting to be day-to-day, but they're not there yet.
No Clark MacArthur on the ice this morning during practice. I'm not sure if he was out beforehand. Is there an update on him?
Yeah, no, it didn't revert back. He's just we got him just in regular checkups on where he's at, and today's one of those days.
Have you got a goaltending plan for this next?
First game, and we'll look after at the second game. First game's going to be Anderson for sure, and he's available. He's in.
Is there an update at all on Weidman?
Not exactly. It's kind of waiting a bit for that. Yeah.
Not yet. Will he make the trip?
I think he might, but he might not leave with us. We'll see. Just right now, we're trying to have him more checkups, and then after that, we'll see where that's at. So I'd like to tell you he's coming, and I'd like to tell you he's not coming. I have to wait. I don't have the answer yet.
Andrew Hammond.
Andrew Hammond is it's progressing probably a little faster than we thought, but he won't be ready yet to play games. So not for these two games.
Does every coach on every team always have the ongoing thing where you have to remind the players to shoot more?
Yes. That's good players, they want to make plays. And most goals are ugly goals, so it's not in their natural nature to not look for plays. It's normal, and yeah, every coach is the same. That's our job, is to make sure that the percentage of what they do represents the efficiency of what you need. So defensively is the same. Defensively you got to block shots. So they don't feel like doing that, and it's normal. I didn't feel like doing that when I played either. So our job is to make sure that we remind them of that. Whether it's hockey or anything else in life, you got to battle human nature. So I mean, it's always towards out of the comfort zone, towards the things that are not natural, the things that are not. What you normally would do. And so, yeah, we were out shooting. We outshot the last team 33-32, so we're above the league average in terms of shots for, chances for. I mean, I looked at it again, and it was a little bit discouraging to see that, with that many high-end quality scoring chances that we didn't put them in. So, but we can't get discouraged. The same scoring chance, we got to lift that puck up. I mean, goalies in this league, if they see it, most of them, they're going to stop it. And whenever they see it with a great chance, for instance, like Stone, Pajot, and Boucher, like those chances, we got to lift the puck because their pads are covering the bottom now, especially a big goalie like Leaner. We're going in Nashville now. I mean, big goalie is going to cover the bottom. So the scoring chances are, you want the same ones, but you want to capitalize. And the big thing with those nice plays, you want to lift the puck up. That's all that's missing in the last game. That's why it's a little discouraging, because it's hard to create those scoring chances. We're creating them, so we're right there on the cusp, and we don't, we're just missing that extra little technical thing. And on the other side, then, you always want more screenshots, more battles, and you see how they scored their goals. 2 goals weren't pretty goals. It was a wrister at the net. It hits their leg and deflects 2 feet. Our goalie was gone that way, and it deflects back on the right side and goes in. And their second goal was in a ugly shot. The net bounces. Nobody knows where it is, and he just bats it and goes in. So, but that's 76% of goals. We got to tap into that more. We know that. The players know that. I think right now we don't want them not to create the kind of chances we created last game, because that's dangerous. Once you start playing with that, you don't create those either. Then you're not helping your team either. You want to create the same ones, try to do a better job of lifting that puck, but we want more screens, more relentless drive and battling around that net in the offensive zone. But we're no different than the other teams. So it's always the same challenge. So our guys are committed, but we have also, and that's on us here. We've spent so much time on the urgent part, which was the defensive part here. I mean, there was such a disparity in in the quality of play from defensive side to the offensive side, that and we put the majority of our efforts since the beginning of the year in having a defensive structure, being better individually, defensively, getting our block shots, and that's there. So we don't, we're happy about that. Penalty kill has really gone well the last games, so that's improved. So now we have to spend more time power play and our offense. Yes, but that's where we're at right now.
So, you talked about guys shooting more. Is that Derek Broussard? Same message. I know you talked.
Oh yeah, Derek is. He knows, so I can say it here. He knows. Derek loves to feed guys, but he's had so many opportunities to shoot. He's got an unbelievable shot. I mean, he fills the net in practice. It's just now he's got to be a bit more selfish with a shot. Not how good it is or practice his shot. It's not that. It's the frequency of his decisions on shooting versus passing that right now he's trying to find everybody, and when it's this time to shoot, it's this time to shoot.
Do you get concerned with guys? I mean, obviously we look at stats all the time and points, and as a frontline player, they get overly concerned about it and start thinking about it too much.
No, that part for me doesn't bother me at all. The defensive part is a lot tougher. The offensive part is like riding a bike. Once we get out there, we ride it a bit more, it's going to be there. So that's why it's a lot less of a worry than the defensive side. The defensive side is something that we needed to really improve and talk about and look and show and improve, and that was a lot of work there. And the guys did it. They total buy-in. The guys are doing it. And we went from like 5 block shots at the beginning of the year, and 2 games ago 25. I mean, that's a gigantic turn of in terms of commitment. On the offensive side, the number of shots won't change dramatically. The number of quality chances won't change dramatically. We just got to get better once we have those chances. We've got to bear down. I mean, right now, but I haven't been hard on the players, to be honest with you, in that respect. We've been hard on them for other things. And right now, we're at that point that, that's starting to be an important focus of ours.
What's the scouting report of Nashville with PK now on
It's an opposing team. It makes no difference to us, to be honest with you. We've watched the last game that they've played in terms of systems and what their tendencies are, but for me, we're playing a team that have good defensemen, just like they were before. They have good defensemen. I mean, Yossi's an unbelievable defenseman, so he carries a lot of their load. So we'll put the same emphasis on all their best defensemen.
5 years ago, you had a pretty interesting game against Peter Laviolette when you were coaching Tampa, and your 1-3-1 system.
Thanks for reminding me. I didn't even think about that.
5 years of the day. When you look back on that game, what do you remember?
I don't know. He's playing a 1-3-1 in the neutral zone now, so maybe you want to look at his.
But at the time, it raised a lot of questions around the league of how people reacted and to the delays of how the Flyers responded to the system.
That day, we didn't change anything that we did the previous games. I mean, we had success against the Flyers back then, so they tried something different. We didn't. That's the extent of where it went with me.
Do those feelings linger? The coach is making it personal.
Oh God, no. I mean, if that's where my mind is going into tomorrow's game, I'm the wrong coach here. I mean, it's right now. It's really our guys, what we do. Different team, different year. I mean, if it was the Flyers with the same players, and I'm with Tampa with the same players, and we're playing them the next game after, I mean, then, of course, I mean, I'm a human being, but 4 years after and 2 different teams and a lot of water under that bridge, it's, I'll be honest with you, you just remind me of that now, so that's where it's at.